ನಿಮ್
Number
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್
entry.
ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
Ah,
ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡುದ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
okay, okay. Okay, good morning everyone. Voice clearer? Okay. And the screen is visible? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just we'll go through this one. Yesterday we have started with the discussion on ventilation. Okay, na? Just now started with the ventilation. So in that one we have seen these things. Okay, we have covered these things. Typical layout also we have discussed. Okay, so now what is this natural and this one? Na? Okay, this is also completed yesterday. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so now we'll go through these small parameters. What are the good ventilation system design should be consist of? Okay, very simple. It should not be noisy. It should be concealed. Means what? It should not be open. Wherever ducts you are getting, no, those things should be inside the wall. No draughts means it should not use sudden increase or decrease in the air speed. Okay, good control of airflow, good control of temperature. These are the basic things. Other which are there. Okay, let us see. Appropriate duct size, duct and equipment, prevent the spread of smoke in the event of fire. Okay, ensure the supply air is clean by using that filter. Okay, so many things are there. Okay, now net what is this? The next type, next concept which is there in the ventilation is air conditioning system. Air conditioning is different from natural ventilation and artificial ventilation in the respect of it is going to clean the air. First thing, here filtering process is there. It is controlling the temperature, increase or decrease in the temperature. And the last point is it also controls the water vapor or moisture content present inside the air. Okay, it is changing those things. Basic components, sorry, main functions. What are the things? Just now we have seen temperature changes or controls. How in cold we make heat the air, in summer we make cool the air, like that. Humidity control, humidification, dehumidification means what? Adding water vapor, humidification. Removing the water vapor, it's called as dehumidification. And third one is cleanliness, as usual. Cleanliness control by filtration purpose. So you are removing the pathological bacteria, dust and other pollutants. Okay. Now just try to understand typical procedure, or you can say mechanism, how the things have been which are present in the AC function. Okay, you can consider there are two cycles. There are two cycles which are there in air conditioning operation. Cooling cycle. Cooling cycle means what? Which is taking the used air, from inside, and here heat transfer will takes place. Here the heat transfer will takes place inside the air conditioning, and it is again back given to the that room. It is changing this one. Cooling cycle. Second is air cycle. What is here? Air cycle. The use of air as a refrigerant is based on the principle that when gas expands adiabatically from a given temperature. Means what? There is some physics involved. If you compress the air in one unit and you allow it to suddenly expand, it will release its temperature. And automatically air is cooled down. This is a normal process. Okay, so we have two cycles, cooling cycle and air cycle. Air cycle means what? You are changing the air quality and you are using the air as a refrigerant. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಹೋಗೋದು ಬೇಡ, ನಾ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಟೇನಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಏರ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಯಾವ್ದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಐತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಮೇನ್ ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನೇನು ಬರ್ತಾವ? there is a compressor, okay, which is very important function. There is a condenser. Compressor means what? It will condense that air, it will compress that air. Condensing means what? The temperature or heat inside that air or fluid is taken out. That is called as condenser. Refrigerant means what? It will be used as transfer the heat from one place to another place inside that AC. Refrigerant. Okay, so generally freon gas is used as refrigerant. So here some mechanical components are there, expansion valve and evaporator. These are the 5 basic components which are present in a AC. Okay. Apart from that, you have thermostat where the display is given. So from that display, you can see what is the room temperature. Okay. So generally, freon gas is used as a refrigerant. No, this is not important. Okay. Now, other components, what you can sell, fan will be there, supply duct will be there, supply outlet, return air duct. See here, supply means fresh air and cooled air which is taking inside that room. Return air means used air, okay, used air, and it is the temperature is more. That is the thing. Filter is also there. Okay, now factors, these are the very important from your exam point of view. What are the factors or design principles? Those type of questions you can expect. What is that? Factors which will influence the AC system operation in a particular building. Now depending upon what things you are going to design the AC system, those are the things: space size, space layout, space utilization, capacity in the room. Just we'll go through one by one. Space size, what do you mean by space size? Okay, room sardidra you require lesser capacity. If the room or building where this AC is required more, then means what, you have to give bigger air conditioning. Bigger air conditioning. That is why the one word is there, heat load. Heat load is nothing but how much heat is produced, how much heat is produced and how much you want to decrease. Those things we call it as heat loads. Capacity means what, how much fresh air has to be pumped in, how much fresh air has to be pumped in. These two things will depend on what factor, the size or the space size of that room for which you are going to provide. Now space layouts here. If all the rooms where air conditioning required are next to next, then you can go for one centralized AC and you can give the special ducts. That is one thing, layout. In second thing, if the rooms are distance away, if the rooms are distance away, so that you can go for individual AC, small AC, portable AC. So there only for that room it is serving its purpose. That is called as layout functioning. Okay. Utilization means what? Utilization by time, utilization by surrounding environment, activities inside. Space utilization antandra एक room है, the room for which activity it is involved, the room which activities it is involved, at what time it is requiring AC. So those things we call it as utilization. Depending upon the utilization parameter, the functioning of the AC is decided. Now, what is this utilization of by time? Suppose there is a big hotel room. Whether all the rooms are occupied by every time? No, there may be some rooms which are vacant. So in that time, you cannot provide AC there, or you cannot, what is that? That time AC is not required. So for different time, you require different ACs can be installed there, or ACs can be operated there. Okay. For this type of a thing, you cannot go for centralized AC. What will happen? Wastage of air, that wastage of AC will be there. So that is what we have to consider. So at what time, whether all the rooms or all the spaces require AC or not. So that is what utilization by time. Utilization by surrounding environment means what? Some particular rooms may have one type of environment, such as museum, showroom. They require more AC because the persons gathering there for a particular period of time will be more. So environment in that condition is demanding a different setup of AC there. Okay. Now activities inside that building. Okay. Some sports room is there, some gym is going on. So in that room, you require higher capacity of AC. Or for a residential building, normal living room will require lesser capacity AC. So it depends upon the activities. Capacity in space means what? The human capacity or occupancy means what? How many persons are living or how many persons are using. That is also here important. Four important parameters which will affect the AC operation. Okay. Now I will just go through these things. Types of AC. Unitary. Unitary andrenu, if there is a room one side wall is open to the atmosphere, such as a normal office building or normal building where one side of the room is one wall of the room is inside facing, another wall is exposed. So there we can get unitary system. Half of the AC is coming inside, half of the AC is outside. This is called as unitary system. It may be window type, split type, multi-split type. Anything it is possible. Window ಅಂದ್ರೆ window fix ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Split ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ some portion will be inside and ducts has been taken to the outside. Multi-split ಅಂದ್ರೆ only one external body of that AC will be there, but multiple ducts are going there. So it is a split only, but multiple split means what branches have been taken outside. Okay, this is about multi-split. So what is this window type? Just now seen window, split type and multi-split type. So in a split type, you can have external part of that AC is fixed outside. It is not at all going to move. Okay, but internal sides you have four different model: ceiling mounted, ceiling suspended, wall mounted, floor mounted. Generally we see wall mounted air conditioning system. Generally in our spaces we generally see wall mounted. Okay, now is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now central system means the requirement is in a such a way that all the parts of the building, different rooms or anything which have common type of requirement for AC. At the same time, capacity is also same, which the persons are using. Environment is also almost same. In that case, you go for central system. You will not go for unitary system. In the central system, only one big outer body of air conditioning is placed, which is doing all the operation. Only ducts will be taken to the outlets. Ducts will be taken to that room. This type of system is called as central room. Central room. Okay, is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, now we will fastly go through the very important, what is that NBC 2005. In that, what are the different things mentioned for ventilation chapter? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
ಈಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೇವಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ನೋಡೋದದ. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, let us just start with this one. What are there in the NBC code? So in the first part, I will go here slowly. First part, they have given ventilation definition. We already discussed, that is ventilation is nothing but supply of fresh air. Three purpose: respiration, oxygen maintenance, dilute the air to prevent the prevent what vitiation of body odors, that means heat exchange, and also to remove the combustion products. These are the basic purpose of ventilation. Is that okay? And very important, what is that? Heat balance of the body should be taking place continuously. What will happen if the heat balance of the body is not taking place continuously? Due to the lack of ventilation, you may feel higher temperature in your body, excess sweating will take place and leading to health problem. So that is why we always give preference to heat balance of the body as well as removing the contaminants. This is the main purpose of the ventilation. Second part, what is there in the NBC is very important from your exam point of view. What are the considerations? What are the principles? These things only you have to understood clearly. Okay, now design condition. On what factor you are taking, how much ventilation should be, and what should be the window size, opening size, the duct size, all those things. On what factor it is depending. First one is the respiration. Very common. Supply of a fresh air, which is to provide oxygen for human body, for elimination of waste product, and to maintain carbon dioxide concentration in the air within the safe limit. So what is that limit? 0.1%. It's called as 0.1%. 0.1% ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾವುದು? CO2. CO2 should not exceed 0.1% in the breathing air. So we call it as respiration consideration. It is called as respiration consideration. See, in the exam, if they ask, you have to write it in your own words. That is not a thing, but the points should be covered. Okay. So here what they have given, 0.5 to 1% is the limit of carbon dioxide. Okay. The remaining thing is there. Second consideration for design is the vitiation of body odor. Simple सी बात है, ಒಂದು simple ಆಗಿರೋದು. If the air movement inside your room is not correct or it is not up to the limit, you yourself feel your body odor. So that is what we call it as vitiation by body odor. You have to control that body odor. To remove that body odor, sufficient air as well as air movement, sufficient air as well as air movement in terms of speed you have to mention. In terms of speed, if there is a room to remove that vitiation of body odor, how much air should come and how much air should go? That is what we call it as vitiation by body odor. Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that point clear? Okay. Now,
Yes.
see, vitiation of body odor is always depends upon air space available per person. What do you mean by that one? If bigger room, only 2 persons are there, then you require less ventilation or less air to remove the body odor. One thing. If there is a small room, but number of people are more, then you require ventilation quantity or air quantity required is more. Two simple things, no? So that is what we are calling it as air space available. Air space available means what? For this much of big room for one person, how much air space is there? Means what? Within that air space, he can perform his own activities. So that is what we call it as air space. Second thing is what? Vitiation of body odor is also depending upon degree of physical activities. Normal drawing room, you are going and sitting there and studying, is the body odor coming out is less. But same thing when you are performing gym, no? So that time the body odor will be more. So depending upon physical activity and space available, both things will decide what should be the air quantity, ventilation to this consideration. First is respiration, second is body odor. Okay, na? Like that. So generally we call that one in terms of one parameter. What is that parameter? Can anyone read? Can anyone read this, whatever I have just now marked?
Sir, air changes per hour.
Air changes per hour is the parameter which is going to correlate with the vitiation of body odor. But the same thing cannot be used for respiration, no? So each cubic meter air changes per hour should be present for vitiation of body odor. So now just go through this one. This is not so important. Okay, where is that? Recommended values for air changes means what? It is given in the code book. Try to understand. Normally 4 to 5 cubic meter, 4 to 5 cubic meter per hour. That's all they have been mentioned. Standard one. Okay. The standards for general ventilation are recommended based on required oxygen level, CO2 maintaining and other quality levels and body odors. When there is no combustion, means what? You are not considering any kitchen or you are not considering any factory. So in kitchen and all, you provide definitely an exhaust fan. Other than that operation, for normal CO2 level, oxygen level to remove the body odor and normal fresh quality. So these are the things. What? Air changes per hour. Air changes per hour. Okay. Is that okay?
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Idin ನೆನಪಿಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Just they have given some tables. Okay. Next very important design consideration is heat balance of a body. See here, in the previous two things are there. One is what is that first point? Respiration. Second point was vitiating the body odor. Now what is this, the heat balance? Simple, na? See, what temperature, whatever may be the condition, cool रहने दो, hot रहने दो, your body is automatically adjusting, correct, to maintain the normal body temperature. That is what 27 degrees Celsius or 37 degrees Celsius body temperature. ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ರೀ?
27 sir.
27 sir.
27 degree Celsius. Okay, what is it? 37 no? 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, to maintain
Yes, sir.
that 37 degrees Celsius, there should be continuously heat exchange between your body and surrounding atmosphere. ಇಷ್ಟಂಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? To maintain this body temperature, standard body temperature for performing your body activities, the continuously there should be heat exchange or heat balance of the body with itself and its surrounding. अगर समर में बाहर का टेम्परेचर या बॉडी का टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है तो व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, यू आर स्वेटिंग सो दैट हीट इज लिबरेटेड, करेक्ट? इन वैसा वर्सा इन विंटर व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, यू आर extracting the heat or you are maintaining yourself heat so that the body temperature is maintained. So for both the operation, what is what heat balance of the body, you require some minimum ventilation. You require some minimum ventilation. Is that okay? This thing?
Okay, sir.
Okay na? So heat balance of the body specifically depends upon hot weather, thermal environment. In sometimes if machinery is used, okay, so wherever these type of situations are there, then ventilation is to be provided so that heat balance of the body is taking place correctly and your body temperature is maintained at 37 degree Celsius. This is the third thing. Okay na? The volume of outside air to be circulated through the room is therefore governed by the physical considerations of controlling the temperature, air distribution and air movement. Ella vande. Okay, how much air you want inside is depending upon three things: physical consideration, temperature, air distribution. All the things are there. Okay, that is not a big thing, but main design points you should understand. Okay, now here fresh air supply or the circulated air will reduce the heat stress by dissipating the heat from the body by evaporation of the sweat, particularly when the relative humidity is high and the air temperature is nearly by body temperature. Important one observation you can just understand. Now you only tell me the answer. There is a room. There is air. See here all two rooms are there. Two rooms are there. Here is also air. Here is also air which is required for respiration. First thing. Okay na? Now here air is not circulating, means what? Here the room is closed. Let us say room is closed. But in this room, air is circulating. Inside only air is circulating. Okay. Now in which case heat balance of the body is better? You tell me. Heat balance of the body is better. You tell me. Have you understood my question? Hello, are you there? Shabaz, Ravina, Ramkrishna, Neha madam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ, मेरा क्वेश्चन समझ में आ गया क्या आपको?
सर
हाँ, एक रूम है, एक रूम में एयर
हाँ,
सर्कुलेशन बराबर से नहीं हो रहा है, हवा
हाँ,
है मगर सर्कुलेशन नहीं है, ठीक है? दूसरा
हाँ,
रूम में हवा भी है और उसके अंदर सर्कुलेशन में भी हो रहा है. सो कौन से
हाँ, सर.
केस में आपका बैलेंस, हीट बैलेंस और हीट ट्रांसफर करेक्ट हो रहा है बॉडी टू सराउंडिंग?
Sir, second room, sir.
Second room. That is what they have explained. So fresh air supply or circulated air will reduce the heat stress. Will reduce the heat stress by dissipating the heat. By dissipating the heat. That is what they have given. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. See here, what is that thermal comfort? What is that thermal comfort? There is a standard limit, upper limit and lower limit for room temperature. If that room temperature is within that degree, 20 to 30 degree, let us say 20 to 30 degree. So in that, your body is performing the functions very well, and whatever the activities such as heat transfer, heat balancing is optimum, is in a correct procedure. That comfort, what we call it as a thermal comfort. That is what we call it as a thermal comfort. So thermal comfort is the condition of thermal environment in which person can maintain the body heat balance at a normal body temperature. At a normal body temperature. Okay, that is called as thermal comfort. Okay. So what is that thermal comfort? Thermal comfort, limits of that thermal comfort, 25 to 30 degree. What is this? Room temperature. 25 to 30 degree. This is called as room temperature. Okay. To make this thermal comfort, just now we have understood that there should be circulation of air. To have a circulation of air, minimum speed of wind is necessary. That is what here we have given a minimum desirable wind speed. A minimum desirable wind speed is necessary to make a person thermally comfort at different temperature at different relative humidity. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
What is the minimum wind speed? Generally, just now I have marked. What is that? 2 meter per second. That is what they have given, 2 meter per second. That is the normal wind speed. Normal wind speed required to make a person thermally comfort. Okay. Okay. Okay, it is not there. Huh. Again, the same thing, methods of ventilation. Methods of ventilation, you have natural supply, natural exist. अगर ये डायग्राम आप देखने से आपको पता हो जाएगा. Natural supply, natural exhaust means what? Inlet is also natural, no fan, no exhaust, and outlet is also natural, no fan, no exhaust. Okay, so that is called as natural supply, natural exhaust. Second is natural supply, mechanical exhaust. At the exit, you have fixing the fan. Okay, so like that, you have another two types. What is that? Mechanical supply, natural exhaust. That means here you are fixing that mechanical component, but for the exit, you are not fixing. Simple, no, very simple. Mechanical supply, mechanical exhaust. Now, how the control of heat can be achieved? Very important. See here, whenever you are talking about ventilation, respiration primary. Second important is controlling the heat. Controlling the heat. So now, how to control the heat inside of that room? What are the different things we can do? Okay, such as isolation. So these things are considered whenever the ventilation is discussed with respect to factories. Ventilation is discussed with respect to factories. That is, a thermal environmental condition in factories can be made better. Can be made better in bracket control of heat by the following things. What are the following things? Isolation. Isolation का मतलब क्या होता है? Whenever there is some equipment or whenever there is some process which are emitting a lot of heat, you can isolate, no, with some brick wall, some masonry wall, or any other things. You can isolate so other parts of the building are not at all affected by the heat emitted. So that is what we call it as isolation. Second is insulation. Insulation means what? Suppose there is a sun rays or sunlights are coming, and to control that one, you are providing one good wooden piece, good wooden blanket, or one good wooden board, such that it is insulating from the solar heat, which is making us inside in a better thing. That is called as insulation. Insulation is one thing which is stopping solar radiation from outside, and it is not allowing this heat to get inside. This is called as insulation. Third is substitution. Substitution antandrenu, in any industry, suppose one process is one process is going on, but that process is not optimum, or it is giving more heat. So as a designer, you can change the process itself. You can select the different process such that it is substituting that original one, and next one, whatever you have using the second process that is giving a less thing. Okay, it is called as substitution. In cricket, they substitute player antaralla. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Substitution is nothing but a process or a equipment is replaced by the improved version. It is called as improved version. Next is radiant shielding. Radiant shielding andre, suppose there is some machinery or some mechanical plant, heat is radiating so much. Heat is radiating so much. So you provide one good reflecting surface. You provide one good reflecting surface so that radiation is again reflected back. So this is called as a radiant shielding. So this is acting as a shield. So inside reflected, outside insulation, it's a better combination. So this thing is called as a radiant shielding. Is that okay? Okay, not okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now next is
Okay, sir.
very good. Next is volume of air required. So now actually the design point is coming. How to calculate the volume of air? There are two type of heats. One is a sensible heat, another is a latent heat. Have you what is that studied in a 10th, 9th standard of your school? Latent heat. Anyone has understood latent heat?
No, sir.
No, just other persons. What about other persons? Shabaz, Ravina, Ramkrishna, Neha.
No, sir.
Sir, I only said no, sir.
Okay, okay. Remaining two persons, Ravina madam and Neha madam.
Sir, I've heard the word, but I don't remember.
Entry.
ಅದರ ವರ್ಡ್ ನೆನಪದರಿ ಸರ್ ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಲ್ರಿ.
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೇಹಾ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಲೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಸೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್. ಸಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಅದ, ವಾಟರ್ ನೀವು sorry sir, what is it? Water, a container. So you start boiling this water. So initially let us say 30 degrees Celsius, correct? 30 degrees Celsius. Now slowly increase the temperature by heating and it will reach the temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. Now what is happening? Now what will happen?
Water will start to
boiling and it is becoming vapor. It is becoming vapor, correct? Now still you are giving heat, still you are giving the heat. Do you agree? Innu ನೀವು heat ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ, you are giving the heat. As you giving the heat, water is becoming vapor and it is changing its state. But what about temperature? Whether it will be more than 100 or it will be 100 only?
100 only, sir.
100 only. Very good. Means what? Even after giving the heat, once it reaches the 100 degrees Celsius, the body heat of that water will not change. Only there will be change in its state, liquid to gas state. So this maintaining the heat inside, this storing of heat inside, which is there to change the state, physical state, not to change the temperature. That heat which is accumulated, which is we call it as latent heat. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ?
Latent heat.
Latent heat. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಈಗ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಸನ್, ಇಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್, ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಿಬರೇಟೆಡ್. ದಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಹೀಟ್. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಟು sensible heat is more always in the design compared to latent heat. Latent is not at all considered, simple thing, okay, but still they have given equations, okay. So sensible heat is due to sun, manufacturing process, machinery, all other things. So for this type of sensible heat, what is the volume of air required? This is the formula. Q is the quantity of air required in cubic meter per hour. Constant K is what? A sensible heat gained in watt. So how much heat is liberated from that machine? E is nothing but here K. What is the T? Allowable temperature rise. It is nothing but allowable temperature rise. Okay. So that is what one thing according to sensible heat. Second thing, according to latent heat, this is the formula. Okay. So same formula, number is different. What is K? K is the latent heat gained. Okay. That is K. What is H? Allowable vapor pressure. Allowable vapor pressure. Two things, but you consider always sensible heat, which is always giving the more value, which is giving the more value. Okay. Sometimes ventilation is also expressed in cubic meter per hour per square meter. Per square meter. Till now we have discussed only cubic meter per hour. Now another thing is introduced. What is that? Cubic meter per hour per square meter. Of what? Of floor area. This is just one addition. Okay. Now, natural ventilation, how it can be achieved without any mechanical component? Two things. One is wind, another is stack. Another is stack. Okay, now. So, what is the ventilation due to wind? You can provide openings, you can provide window size, window different size, window orientation, window height, bottom width, and windows sill height. Everything you can change to get the ventilation. Here, what is important? Wind outside, direction and velocity of the wind outside. First point in natural ventilation. Second point, stack effect. Just now we have told stack effect is the movement of the wind, movement of the air due to the change in temperature of a building with its surrounding. Change in the temperature within the building at the bottom and at the top. Simple, Allah. See, building, cool air, hot air. So hot air will go outside, and again cool air which is there at the bottom will coming inside. So this effect we call it as stack effect. Generally it is not considered in the design. Only in the design we consider wind effect. Is called as wind effect. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now ventilation in non-industrial building, here stack effect. Ventilation in non-industrial building means what? In residential building, stack effect is not considered, only wind effect is considered. Okay. So in hot dry regions, windows and other openings are kept closed during daytime. Only small things is opened. Small things are opened just to remove the products of combustion. In warm, humid condition region, for this, the buildings are oriented in the face, the direction of prevailing winds. Northeast, southwest, other direction window fix ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. In the warm, humid regions. Is that okay? In winter and all, during night time, all the windows will be closed. Okay, no problem. These are some of the points I'm telling. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, from the exam point of view, again, which is very important, design guidelines. For that, first one is by wind action. By wind action. What is the orientation of window to the direction of wind? Suppose wind is coming like this. So your window should be exactly perpendicular, no? Yes or no? Then only you will get a maximum wind effect. Do you agree or not? ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ಲ people are there or leave? Shabaz, Ravina,
Sir, yes, sir.
ಅಲ್ರಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೇಳುದ್ರಿ ಓಕೆ ಹಲೋ
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಓಕೆ
Answer.
ಓಕೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ wind action. See, total 20 to 25 guidelines are given. Only 10 remembering, that is also sufficient. Building orientation should be within 0 to 30 degree for the wind. For the wind. Hing wind barta idre. So here this is 90 degree. So here in this direction also you can fix the window. One thing. Okay. If the wind is coming, perpendicular is the best. Otherwise also you can fix the window like this also. Okay, that is also possible. So 0 to 30 degree inclination, within that you will get good ventilation. That is what first point. At least artha agta idya?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Answer.
ಓಕೆ, ರವೀನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Neha madam, are you understanding? Okay. Okay, second is, see, inlet should be well distributed and should be located on the windward side. Windward side means what? In which direction wind is entry, wind is making entry, that is called as windward. Leeward means what? From which direction wind is leaving, that is what we call it as leeward direction. So always inlet should be placed in the windward direction, first thing. Second thing is that the entry of air should be at the bottom of the room, bottom of the building. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹೈಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Second point. Third point, okay, see here, that is what just not told. Sill height is very, very important to get the cool, fresh air. To get the cool, fresh air, sill height of the window is very, very important. These are the some of the standards. So for sitting on bed, for sitting on floor, standard window sill height, that is nothing but 0.4 to 0.7. Andre window bottom should be 0.4 to 0.7 from the floor level, from the floor level. Okay. And another thing, windows and openings should not be obstructed by other buildings, other trees, signboards. Second thing, very important. Okay. Here, if you place the windows in opposite direction of a room, that time you get maximum window speed. Maximum wind speed is achieved when you fix the windows in opposite direction. That is what one very important. Okay. When the inlet and outlet are of the same size and in the same direction, greatest flow per unit area is achieved. Andre windows ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ opposite side fix ಆದ್ರೆ you get maximum benefit. Maximum benefit. Okay na? Now typically 100%, how much percentage of openings should be provided? 20 to 30% of that floor area if they are provided, then optimum amount of ventilation is achieved. Optimum amount of ventilation is achieved. Okay. Now, okay, this is that. Okay, windows in living room should be open directly to the open space. Andre mat ಹೊರಗಿನ windows ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Windows of the living room should be directly open to the atmosphere. Okay. Is that okay? So many other things are there, can just go through. Okay, ಬಹಳ ಒಂದು 25-30 ಅದಾವ. By reading that, ಬಹಳ ಅದಾವ. Simple, but they very simple. Stack effect ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. How the stack effect? What is the stack effect? Stack effect is nothing but getting the ventilation due to the change in temperature of the building with its surrounding, change in the pressure, vapor pressure of the building with its surrounding. Simple. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ರೂಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಎದ್ದು ನಿಂತ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತದ, ಬಟ್ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಕ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತದ? आप जब रूम में समर टाइम के खड़े होने ज्यादा हीट लगता है, बट आप व्हेन यू स्लीप ऑन द फ्लोर, you at least you can get some better cooling effect, no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That is what we call it as a stack effect, due to the temperature difference inside of the room with its surrounding and vapor pressure. You will get the wind movement. You will get the wind movement. This is called as a stack effect. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, in the what is the
Okay,
rate
sir.
of? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಶಾಬಾಜ್? ಶಾಬಾಜ್
Sir, okay, sir, ಅಂದಿರಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ನೋ
Okay, sir,
ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್,
ಅಂದಿರಿ.
ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಂಟಿಲೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವಿಂಡ್, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಏರ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್? There is one formula. What is that formula? Air flow, which is depending upon wind speed and wind speed and wind is given by the formula Q is equal to KAV. ಈಗ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, how much quantity of air is coming is nothing but there is one constant. There is one constant. Area into speed, area into velocity. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಇಷ್ಟ ಅದಲ್ಲ? Is that okay? Okay. So what is the area? A is nothing but
Okay, sir.
window. What is V? V is nothing but wind speed. Speed into area into some constant will give the rate of ventilation. Will give the rate of ventilation. Simple, na? That's simple. Stack effect ಗೆ formula ಐತಿ. So this is related to wind speed. Another ventilation quantity is given by the stack effect, which is nothing but this formula. So Q is equal to 7 into A into square root of H into TR minus TO. Now we understood that stack effect is due to the temperature difference. So that is why we are giving T values. A is nothing but free area of the openings. H is nothing but vertical distance between inlet and outlet. Andre one room hingada, okay, ille exit ada, ille inlet ada. So this vertical distance is called as H. Now what is T? What is T? TR minus TO. TR indoor temperature, TO outdoor temperature. This is the temperature difference. That is what we are getting stack effect. That is what we are getting stack effect. Idenast important alla. Okay. Okay. Now, okay, whenever you are giving the ventilation using 2 to 3 methods, window nu kodabodu, stack effect kodabodu, forced ventilation nu kodabodu. So that time you have to take the maximum among the three. Maximum among three. What are the three? 1.25 times the natural ventilation, rate of positive ventilation, rate of exhaust of air. All these things are what? All these are nothing but rate of ventilation. All these are nothing but rate of ventilation. Simple. Okay. Now, converse, as we have discussed in lighting, energy conservation is also there. Energy conservation is also there in the ventilation also. What is the first point? First point, maximum you use the natural ventilation. Don't go for artificial or mechanical so that you can save the energy. First point. Second is, if you are using a lot of fans, lot of circulating fans should be installed to serve all interior working areas during summer months, in hot, in warm, to provide a necessary air movements. Necessary air movements means what? You are giving more fans. That's all. Okay. Now here you can see. Suppose you are fixing a ceiling fan here, like this ceiling fan. Are you understanding what I'm drawing there? Something I'm drawing. This is a slab. Okay, na? Here you are fixing the ceiling fan like this. Like this, it is rotating. Visualize ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ravina madam?
Yes, sir.
Please answer ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Okay. ಈಗ ವಿಂಡೋ ಫ್ಯಾನದ್ ಓಕೆ ಸಾರಿ ವಿಂಡೋ ಫ್ಯಾನದ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹೈಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 3H plus W divided by 4. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು. ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೇಂಜ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ H? ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೂಮ್. W is ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ see, if this is the floor level, you are working on a table like this. You are working on a table like this. Now this will be your working plane. This will be your working plane, and this is your W. This is your W, working plane, and its working plane's height. First thing here, what is that? W. What is H? H is the height of the room. H is this total height of the room from here to here. Now what they are telling, this fan height from the floor, this fan height from the floor is a function of total room height plus working plane height. Total room height plus working plane height. That point they have cleared here. So the fan height from the floor should be equal to 3H plus W divided by 4. What is H? Room height. What is W? Working plane height. Is that point clear?
Sir, work plane means what?
Working plane ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ on which place you are actually performing the task. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುಂತು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದದು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ನೀವು ಏನಂತ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಆದ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಬೇರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಜಾಗದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಗ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಹಳ ಮ್ಯಾಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗಾಳಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಹಳ ತೆಳಗ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಗಾಳಿ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಹೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಐತಿ, ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಓಕೆ?
Okay.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, the minimum distance between fan blades and ceiling should be 0.3 meter. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರ, ceiling and your fan should be 0.3 meter. Okay, and you should always provide electronic regulators to control the speed. Okay, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There is a one table, it is not important here. See, this is the room width. That means if I draw a rectangle like this, this will be your room width. Okay, this one. What are these? Room length, if it is 4 meter, 5 meter, 6 meter, like that, if it is this one length. And how many fan and what is the fan width they have given here. Okay, if room is small, 1.2 is the fan width sufficient. /1 means what? One number of fan is sufficient. If you come to this room, any room which has a 16 meter length, what should be the fan blade size? 1.5 meter. How many fans should be present? You tell me. ರವೀನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾನ ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳತ್ತೀರಿ?
3 sir.
ಹಾ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ 3 ಅದು. ಸಣ್ಣ ರೂಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೈಜು, ಫ್ಯಾನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. Bigger room, fan size and fan numbers. That table they have given. Okay, that table they have given. Okay, this is not there. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now,
sir.
okay, ventilation is also completed. Any doubts in this one?
No, sir.
No, sir?
No sir.
Any other person? No, sir. No, sir. Naveen, Neha, madam? No?
No, sir.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Already time is over. Next class, next sir will be waiting. So you can give the USN, type the USN and name here. Type the USN and name and you can leave the class. No problem. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್? ಶಾಬಾಜ್, ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ, ರವೀನಾ,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ನವೀನ್.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಓಕೆ, ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ?
ಸರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳ್ಳ್ಯಾಗದೇನು ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲೀವ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ನೋ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್.